good, Africa, man? Welcome to the African Youth Narrative. Yes, it is the first show, and this show is all about, highlighting the issues that are facing us as young people in this beautiful motherland that we call Africa, and also coming up with solutions. And today I have a very special guest. He needs no introduction. If you're big on social media, definitely his name has come across your feed. Amumemsikia mahali. But, today we're going to be delving more because you already know what's happening in the country, man. We are fighting for the rights of our artists. Play Kenyan music. At least 80% will be part of the conversation that we'll be talking. And now, with no further ado, let me introduce the man of the hour, Joe Muchiri. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, mister?
Mambo vipi,
baba?
Karibu.
Nice to see you.
Na tumetoka mtoka kama na slipo.
I just stay here. You should have told me.
Yeah, niko muvai.
Ningevaa bana, but it's all good.
It's all good. At the end of the day, content inakam kwa mdomo ni aje. Born and raised in Jericho. Just narrate to us, how was it living there?
I was born a few years back in Eastlands. My dad that time was working for the government.
Yeah.
My mom also was working for the government. So most of the people working in government in low positions used to stay in those sides of Eastlands.
So kuna zile government houses.
Yeah, exactly. So we were staying in Jericho. I was actually born in Jericho. But mostly raised up in Umoja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So growing up in Jericho, of course, it's not the best of circumstances, but my dad and my mom tried here and there to make sure we missed nothing.
So in Umoja is when you came into your senses, like I'm Joe.
Exactly. So when basically we stayed in Umoja for roughly 15, 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Until now when I finished high school. Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah.
You were so into music, especially hip-hop, like your surroundings, Umoja and Jerry, how do they impact you?
Especially for Umoja, that time reggae music was big. Like, in Eastlands, reggae music is,
it's the thing,
ridiculous.
Man. Yeah.
But funny thing, I had a neighbor, he never used to listen to reggae. So I used to wonder, like, because the houses are so small, so if you're playing music loudly,
you hear
you can just hear everybody, whatever everybody is playing.
Yeah.
So I asked him, why don't you play reggae like everyone else? He's like, I was introduced to this kind of music by my cousin. And so I listened the first time, I wasn't much into it. Then every time I used to go see him, they were bumping in the house.
Yeah.
So that's when I started to get into it now. So I was like, this is an alternative sound. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I can bump into it.
Yeah.
And from then I think that's when now the love for hip hop kicked in. And then in primary school now, I met people who actually like hip hop.
Okay.
So now it became part of us now.
So at one point, did you ever feel like there's something wrong with you because all your friends, they're about reggae music. You are this guy who's about hip hop.
I know.
Did it ever make your upbringing kind of hard? Were you bullied?
Well, actually, no. Funny thing, people in the hood, it's rare for them to bully each other because all of them are going through so much. Okay. I think they bully people from outside their environment. Yeah. Because I remember, like when I was in high school, it was so weird because I'm the guy who used to wear dada, caterpillar, the big jeans, and the hoodie, and then the guys who listen to reggae, they are more into tight clothes, Sahara.
Yeah,
remember?
Don't touch
exactly, yes. So I was always the odd one out.
Yeah.
And I used to fight with my dad because all the time I used to drag all the dirt from outside. And then I bring it into the house. He used to wonder what kind of...
Were you the kid who used to sag his pants?
Mad. He never used to understand that concept. He's like, could you just wear your pants around your waist? And why don't you just put on a belt? So we were always having, fathers and sons when you're a teenager. Confrontation every day, back and forth. Yeah. But then I realized I was being influenced by the culture of hip hop, because we used to buy Word Up magazine. We used to buy all these magazines, and we used to have those. You get the middle part where you pull out the poster, you put it on your wall. I mean,
were you a fan of the sauce?
boss.
And you see.
I remember how much it was. You know, I remember how much it was. It was for 50. We used to buy at least 2 people.
Yeah.
So like me and you, we changa, we say, you chuck 2 sock, I chuck 250.
Yeah.
And then now it goes around whatever, around the school now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's when now the love was cemented. We used to buy those green tapes in Tao.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, I remember the small green tapes.
You remember the green tapes? Yeah. We used to buy those ones now. So like, I realized I really like music, and then I started thinking of maybe I can work in media, but I never thought it could happen. Yeah.
And through that, the love for music made you study mass media in campus.
Yeah.
Did music have anything to do with it, or that was one thing that you wanted just to study media since?
Actually, I think a lot of now the love for hip hop really cemented when now I was in high school. I was in Highway Secondary School.
Yeah.
Now, luckily for me, I was coming from Eastlands. Actually, I was supposed to go to, is it Aquinas or Jamhuri? But
those selections, like you're selected.
Exactly. Remember, I used to be selected according to the marks you've gotten.
Yeah.
I think I was supposed to go either to Jamhuri or Aquinas, but I was like, I don't know if it was my mom or my dad. They were like, no, you have to leave your comfort zone where you've grown up. You can't go to high school with the same people you grew up with.
Yeah.
You need to, and I thank them for that.
Yeah.
You need to live.
Be more diverse.
Yes, meet other people.
Meet other people,
And so my dad tried his best. He asked me, so which other school? So I told him Highway, because Highway at that time was a national school, and guys were doing well, and it was a day school, because my mom didn't want me to go to boarding. My mom loved me so much.
Oh man, mama's boy, eh?
She could not believe 3 months.
Like ati nini, atakula nini huko?
She was like, no, he has to go to a day school. So my dad, he tried his best. Actually, that time the PS for education was his friend that time. So he talks to him, and the guy had his request, and I went to Highway, and I was so happy. Now in Highway is now when I met a diverse kind of people, if I may say that.
Yeah.
I met Indians, I met, there were my fellow Africans, and I think there now is when my mind also expanded. And then I got to now start thinking about what am I going to do after high school, Yeah, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and then did your undergraduate for mass media?
Actually, funny story, yeah. I did college for 2.5 years. At that time, when I finished, there was no degree.
Oh, okay.
In Nairobi at that time.
Okay.
It was only diploma in broadcast journalism and mass communication.
Oh, wow.
So that time, now when I'd finished after like 1 year, that's when now Nairobi started offering.
Okay.
Degrees.
So after you cleared, boom.
Yeah, but I didn't finish.
Did you ever feel like going back?
I didn't finish university. So this is what happened, yeah? I can't say, I never went. I just had the papers.
Wow.
They need to be signed, and so that now I can take them, and then they're like, sawa, we can start the coming semester or what. So when I just gotten the papers, I'd filled in everything. My pal, who I was with in the same college, called me. It's called Laban. Shout out to Laban. Laban is the guy who made me. Laban calls me. He was working at Capital that time already as a reporter. He tells me, Joe, there's an opening in production at Capital. Are you interested? I'm like, of course I'm interested.
You're like, come on, bro.
So he's like, sawa, you call the head of production. He was called Timothy. Call him and set up a meeting. So I called Timothy. He's like, okay, hi. I hear you can be interested in what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. So he tells me, come the next day for an interview. So I go. We were 10 guys, shortlisted into 7, then 5, then 3, then 1. Yeah. I was very shocked because I was the most inexperienced person. I'd been to a radio station once, and that was to Capital. I'd won a prize on air. I'd won a Weetabix hamper, I remember. It was a t-shirt and Weetabix. I was excited like the world is ending. So now I was much more excited when I'm coming back to try and score a job. Yeah. So I don't know why they chose me, and I think I was just lucky because when I looked at the other guys, they were actually older than me. So I think maybe the fact that I was young, straight out of school. I think they wanted to...
They just need some fresh mind.
Exactly.
And did you apply for a producer post, or you wanted to be a presenter?
I wanted to be a producer.
Okay.
I wanted to be a producer. I wanted to be...
So for you told us behind
I wanted to be behind the scenes because it's much more interesting. So I got the job. The internship, it was internship. It wasn't supposed to be a job because I think they were waiting for someone else, I think, to come. So that now when they come back, can just seamlessly go out. Then university, they were like, are you coming to school?
You're like, nah, bro.
I was like,
I'm making money, man.
You go to school so that you get a job.
I already have a job.
I already have a job. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. So my dad found out, and I was in, can I say shit?
Yeah, bro, here you can say anything, man.
Shit like crazy. Shit, Yeah, so my dad found out that, he found out after some time. Actually, he found it in a funny way. He told me we were supposed to meet in town at this point in time. But that time, my shift was starting from 9. I was doing the graveyard shift. So I was doing 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
So my dad is like, where are you? So that we meet and then we go home together. Yeah. I'm like, I'm doing an exam. He's like, sawa. So me, I'm like, at least he won't bug me.
Yeah, he'll go home.
He meisha. Kidogo, he calls me again. Now after 2 hours, he's like, I'm still waiting for you. Then now, I think he just went to school and found I wasn't there.
Damn, that was crazy, yeah?
It was crazy. So now we had the biggest argument of my life. And so I told him now, man, like, I went to school to get a job. At least I'd gotten my diploma in journalism. So I'm legit. He still couldn't understand. He couldn't understand. Yeah. My pal actually, he's an actor. Yeah. Till today, his mom asks him, what does he do?
Wow. He doesn't tell the mom I'm an actor, like, wow.
Like he can survive. He has a nice car. He lives in a nice place. The mom still asks, like, apart from acting, what else do you do? Like, mom, this is what I do. This
is what I do. Like,
and I'm happy, like, us guys now, our generation, whatever your child wants to pursue,
you can freely, like,
you can support if you need to check some extra cash. So it was very different. But for me, I miss my late dad. Actually, this week will be 12. Is it 12 years? Yeah. Wow. Since he left.
Condolences, man. And prior to you joining Capital, you also had some, experience on TV. You used to produce a show called Straight Up.
Immediately when I finished, I think I've just been lucky in life because I can't explain how I got into KTN. Actually, I can, but it doesn't make sense.
Because KTN was first before Capital.
Yeah.
So how did you get into KTN?
So this is how I got into KTN. We used to hang out at Kenya Cinema after college.
You
remember? I don't know if you remember, but the guys older.
I went there once for auditions after high school because I cleared my high school in 2009. Okay. And then you're broke.
Exactly.
So you're broke, and then you're being told, there's this audition that's happening at Kenya National Theatre, so you have to go, and then you queue, you wait for bro.
So we used to hang out at Kenya Cinema in town after now college. So now you come to town.
The ice cream area.
Yeah, so you chill, you have hot dogs,
Yeah, the hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly. And then as you're looking at other chicks, because now you've come out of school early and you have like 2 hours to kill before you get back home. Yeah. So I met a guy called Philip. Okay. Shout out to Philip Mulwa. I met him. We're just buddies. Actually, he had come to get music. And the guy who was burning music is called Collins. Yeah. Kolo used to burn music and sell hot dogs. So I used to help him sometimes. Because now I have nothing to do. Passing time. Listening to music. Nini. So this guy, Philip, used to come there. Then we became pals. Then we clicked. Then he asked me, Bede, what do you do? I told him, I'm in school doing journalism. Then he was like, hey, now I work in KTN. Wow. Would you like to, try out and be an intern in producing? I was like, yeah,
bro, look at me, man. Like, I'm ready.
What kind of a question is that? when can we come? When can I come? He told me, sir, I'll call my boss tomorrow. It was called Mike Ndetei. And then you can come and see if, you can be taken in. And as I said, I think I'm just lucky.
Yeah, I think
there we go.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to, what's yours is yours, bro. Because at the end of the day, because Your scenario is kind of similar to mine when I got my first mainstream job with NTV, you know. It was literally the same kind of thing. I'm chilling, I'm sleeping, and then I get a phone call from my manager, Castro, and he's like, yo, NTV just announced this is opening. So I got there, I find like 10 people, they've already gone through auditions. I begged the producer was like, if you can get your script in 10 minutes, then you know, and all of a sudden I just got in there and boom.
You're in the zone.
I got the job and I was like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, if it's yours, it's yours, man.
Yeah, because I remember I was accepted. I think I did 6 months. We were doing, actually when I was leaving is when Straight Up was starting, I remember.
Yeah, so I guess like at the end of the day, man, what's yours is yours. Now, Joe, down the line, and currently right now there's this big debate that's happening about Kenyan music, play Kenyan music, because you are one of the most vocal guys about it. How did you decide to get into that?
Actually, this whole debate, we've had it like I think like 2-3 times, but it never had the impact we wanted. And I remember before even this play Kenyan music came, I used to push DJs and my fellow presenters, radio presenters, asking them, why can't we play more Kenyan? I mean, we are a Kenyan radio station. You are a Kenyan DJ. Why is your playlist 10% or 20% Kenyan and the rest is foreign? Like, why? What is the main reason? Everybody used to come up with excuses. The station sound is different. The target market, what they want. We don't have good music. Then I'm there seated wondering, all these DJs and all these radio presenters from across the board talking about we don't have music. Like, do they open their emails? I open my emails.
Each and every day.
Yeah. Actually, I remember when I joined Capital, the boss said, your first duty when you enter the office is to open the emails. Because that's where the work comes from. You cannot come to the office and not open the email. What if a client has emailed?
Yeah, true. Actually, opening your email is the first thing you need to do.
Yeah, the moment you log into your computer, that's the first thing. You don't go to Facebook or Instagram,
I think
or whatever. Yeah, that's what people do. Then they forget. The first thing you're supposed to do is open your email and check out what's happening. So a few years ago, I approached the boss and I told her, listen, I think we can do something about Kenyan hip-hop. Okay. Because I used to meet guys when I'm out, or even they used to get my number somehow, and they're like, we want airplay. Like, what do we need to do? Do we, how can you help us? So it really used to bother me. And these are people I know sometimes. Some of them are people I know.
And you have the biggest platform, man. You have radio.
Yeah, we have radio and we have social media. So I approached the boss, shout out to Somoina. I convinced her. She gave me a nice slot. I had one slot for the first time, 5 to 7 p.m. And she told me, Sawa, 5 to 7 p.m., you can control the playlist. What do you want to play? I told her, I want us to play straight Kenyan music, 100%. She was like, are you sure it's going to work? I told her, listen, I've done a few inquiries here and there, and people are actually willing to listen to stuff they've never heard before.
So the fans are there.
Exactly. The fans are there. Yeah. So I used my platform on Twitter and Instagram. I told guys, I'm starting this show. It's called The Cypher. Tune in. Tell us what you think about it. But it's going to be mostly focused on Kenyan hip-hop. Yeah. Underground, mainstream, whatever, but just pure Kenyan hip-hop. And I'm telling you, the first Saturday, it was crazy. I wasn't even supposed to open an account for it. Wow. A Twitter account. It was crazy. So guys were just, so I told guys, just hashtag The Cypher. Okay. The Cypher. Yeah. KE. Yeah. Because when you hashtag The Cypher, it will come even from other searches from abroad. Yeah. I'm telling you, I didn't even expect that. I knew like 20, 30 guys. Because I told my friends. You're kind of skeptical and kind of afraid, you know? Like, yeah, because I told my friends, you guys have to tune in. Like,
you have to go hard.
Listen, I'm trying to push this agenda. And you guys have to help me. Yeah. So the thing went viral. It became massive. The second week, same thing. The third week, my boss was like, wow. You and your boss was perplexed. He was like, wow. This actually like we went above and beyond what was expected. The target. Exactly. So I was so happy about that.
Yeah.
So now we started, I even bragged about it. We're the ones who started bringing Akina Calligraph, Octopizo, Ecstatic, Kevo Kefos, Dan, all these guys, Oxide, everybody.
John.
Yeah, no one knew these artists before.
Yeah.
And I was so happy about it because they were happy about it because they could now produce more. Yes, they had a platform. They had a chance now to actually get their music out there. And we did that, and some guys launched their careers, and we helped change the Kenyan view of hip-hop, because guys used to think hip-hop in Kenya, it's only the Kalamashaka, the way they rap about their lifestyle in Dandora. But now we came to realize there are other people with different experiences. There's
also the album market
Exactly. Trap, we started playing now trap on Hits Not Homework, which is another movement on their own that has been neglected, you know. Yeah,
and also we will be getting into that, but for now, because with the whole debate, a lot of top radio presenters, they're saying they don't control the content that comes on radio. You've had experience in that background, you know, you've worked on radio. So I really want you to tell us, man, the process, the due process, you understand? Because when you ask some of the guys, some of the presenters on radio, they're like, yo, I only come here and I do what has been programmed for me. So how does it entail? What does it take to know this song is good for radio, this song is not good for radio, and to the reason why we are getting to see like our own talent are getting that 10%, and the how can I say, how can I put it? I don't want to put it as an excuse. What these other guys are saying is that we don't have total control on what get played. Just narrate it for us, break it down for us when an artist brings his music to the studio.
As you've said, presenters have said they don't have a control over the playlist. This is what normally happens. When you send a song as an artist, it's sent to either you or the presenter or both of you, depending on the artist. Akona email ya nani.
Okay.
So they'll decide. So like, for example, if I'm sent the music as a radio producer, I listen to it. Now this is where I keep saying the presenters.
That's the first step. Listen to.
You have to listen to the song first. And then you listen to the song as a music fan.
Okay.
You get, like, if that's what I used to do. I used to say, if I was a fan, would I like this kind of music? So once you're in that zone, you listen to the music like as a fan, and then you listen to it as a producer and critique it and say, is it good for radio? Is it not good? Do they need to do something about it? And then you talk to the artist.
Okay.
Most artists are always willing to change by the way. If you tell an artist, like, I think maybe the bass is too much, so it's distorting, or maybe the audio is not balancing with the treble. Most artists don't mind that. They don't mind that. It's actually feedback. It's feedback. Embrace it. They embrace it. So that's what I'm saying. The onus is now on the producer and the presenter. So if you actually the gateway between this artist and the people. So you really need to have a good ear. If you have a good ear, you choose the song. If it's uncensored, you censor it. And then now you put it in the system. And you slot it now. Now the presenter plays it. But in some cases, some presenters, because I asked a few producers from other stations, they told me that sometimes a presenter can come. If they come, you know, some used to come early. Some don't come early to prep. So if they come early,
so you know, there's some presenters who don't prep. They just come in and straight
just come in
onto the mic. Mic on. Okay,
exactly.
Let's go.
So if the presenter has come early, they go into the other music research place. Then they play the songs. They're like, you play for like a minute or 30 seconds.
So you don't listen till the end of the
song. So it depends on the presenter, and then they can change the playlist. I'm not a presenter's boss. The presenter is the boss. What you do is merely suggest the songs that you think are hot. So this thing of presenters being up in arms saying we don't control anything. There are so many instances where a presenter is on radio, and then when she sees the next item, she's like, I don't like this song. They can either skip it or replace it with another song. So at that point in time, the producer has no say, because you're live.
Okay.
You're live. It's like you when you're doing your show.
Okay, yeah.
And you decide to say something.
A producer cannot just come in there.
The producer cannot make you.
Yeah.
If you are wearing an earpiece, they can be like, hey, stop,
they
stop,
can
stop.
just stop back.
Yeah. But now, if you are going live and you are ranting, what are they going to do? And it's live.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. So, in this whole, everybody has been blaming themselves, but I need the people to be, the presenters to be honest. They do have some control. It may not be 100%, but they do have control.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like right now, we are looking at this scenario where this artist this artist is Kenyan. At the end of the day, like I feel obligated that I need to give this artist the proper push and the platform. And then at the same time, I listen to his music and I feel like there's something amiss. I take it to the people. All right? The people will request songs. If let's say I have a countdown, the people will vote for the songs they want to see on that countdown. Let's say the people don't feel that song. All right? And I think from the basis of most presenters, this is where they're arguing from. This is where they're arguing from. Listen, at the end of the day, I have to fulfill what the people are saying. It could be a scapegoat. You know, the people could be the scapegoat for the prisoners to why it doesn't want to play that song. But I'm referring to that genuine presenter who's caught music, who's listened to it, he's taken it to the people have said no. And most of, like I said earlier on, presenters are arguing on basis of that. How do we go forward?
That's a very simple case. And I think we also don't understand, artists know, there's a song you'll do that won't be nice. Maybe when you're writing the song, you're not in that zone, you know. There's a time you can be in that zone and you can even do a whole album. Okay. And there's a time you really need to get a song out. Okay. But you don't have the psych or enough content. So if a song is not nice, the way as you're saying, it's very hard for it to be replayed. And if the people reject it. So as an artist, if you're really a good artist, you'll take that as a challenge for your next song. So you have to do another song. And that's why you find people like Lil Wayne have a catalog of more than 3,000 songs. How many are good? Maybe half. Exactly. So it happens.
In the album, an artist can record even 50 songs and only 18 will make it to the album.
Like Chris Brown, his last album had 40 songs. Is it 40?
Yeah, Full Moon, something.
So
he had like 40.
And he said he recorded 200 songs plus. Can you imagine that process of playing 200 songs till you get to 40? And even that 40 is a lot because most artists nowadays do between 10 and 15 songs in an album. So not all songs are going to kick. And that's a reality. It's a reality. Not the way you can do a pilot for a show and you take it to a TV and they tell you, this one it can't sell. Then you do another different one and it sells. So that's part of life. So that's the other part of life that artists need to understand and not get mad. If a song is bad, according to the people, not according to the presenter, according to the people, then it's because they're the ones who decide everything. If they say it's bad, you take it like constructive criticism. You go back, listen to the song and see what was wrong. Some people actually can better the song. Some people write a whole new song. So it depends on you as a person.
We've seen big corporations, you know, they come up with these streaming services. And we find some artists even take as low as 10%. Let's say your song has sold 1 million, so definitely you walk home with 100K, when in reality it should be the other way around. Our artists not getting into this as business, or they're just getting into this for hype, like umechochwa budu unaweza rap. You know, like where is that loophole? Because at the end of the day, the corporate will make his money, and the corporate will be savage when it comes to his money. And the artist, if he doesn't understand the business side, you know, do you feel like also the corporate have gone amiss in educating this artist?
Number one, the corporates in Kenya have totally failed Kenyan music, and Kenyan music and arts in general. In Europe, I'll use Europe because that's the best example I can use. In this respect, in Europe, brands support artists, like crazy. If it could be a drink, it could be merchandise, you know, it could be footwear, as in watches, they really go out when they're using artists in their adverts. Now, when you talk about streaming in Kenya, let me finish with that before I merge that point.
Yeah.
Streaming in those whatever, like the ringback tones.
Yeah, the ringback tones. Yeah.
And whatever the streaming. It's very sad when you hear that an artist has given the work. He used his brain, his sweat, and his money.
Money, yeah.
And out of 100 shillings, he's getting
10 bob.
12 bob, 10 bob. That does not make sense in any world. And they always give excuses that...
It's the fault on the artist who doesn't know his value, or it's the fault at the corporate.
You know most of these artists here, they're trying to get their music out there. And I think they take advantage of that. So
you take whatever you're offered?
Yes, because now, let's use Safaricom, because most of the ringback tones are from Safaricom. So Safaricom approaches you and tells you, your song is a big hit. Yeah, like they approach King Kaka and tell him Dundaing has been the biggest hit for the last 2 months. We want to put it on our platform. Let's say King Kaka was a struggling artist, for example. He's just, maybe that's his second song.
Yeah, they know his rights. That's his second song.
That's his second or third song. Popped. Exactly. He did the first one, then he did the second one better, then the third one just took off. Yeah. This guy has been trying to do music maybe for a year, 2 years, 3 years. So now Safaricom is telling him, listen, we're going to put your song on our platform. Yeah. And then, depending on how many downloads, you're going to get this percentage of money. First of all, you're excited. Yeah. You're excited. Yeah. You're a young new artist. And Safaricom is going to push your song on their website.
It's a big corporation.
It's a big corporation.
You trust it.
Yeah, so when they're doing the advertising about the ringback tone, your name will be there. Who would not want that? But now they play on that because they know you really want to make it. And you'll do whatever you have to do for your name to be out there. So they give you this shady deal. Yeah. I call it shoddy and shady deal because you end up getting 10 shillings from 100 shillings. Which does not... It should be the other way around.
Well,
like
honestly, it should be the other way around.
Yeah. Safaricom or whichever, you keep 12 shillings. You keep 12 shillings and give me 88 shillings because it's my work. I'm the one who's done... The only thing you've done is create a platform. And they always come up with excuses that, taxes are high. We have to pay for the platform services. We are partnering with these other people, this corporation. How is that my business? That's not my business. I'm giving you a song, and I'm giving you this song, and I'm telling you, go sell it to the market. You should come back, and you should get the best price for me, not for yourself. And that's why I was saying corporates in Kenya have let down the artists because we have so many companies in Kenya making billions from Kenyans, and very rare do you find them giving back to the arts. Giving back to the arts is a noble cause. Okay, there are those companies that at the end of the year they have a staff party. They have a staff party. Then they get a DJ and an MC. That's not making a difference. Because you're gonna pay the MC 100K. You're gonna give the DJ between 50 and 100K. That's not making a difference in their life. You are a company that has made at the end of the year 10 billion Kenya shillings. Why can't you pay the MC $1 million? Why can't you give the DJ 700K? That will change his life. He may buy new equipment. The MC can change his entire wardrobe. He can buy a nice car. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, our corporates have failed in so many ways. But the question, Joe, is it for the corporate to tell the artist, this is how much we're going to give you? Or is it for the artist to package himself and to be like, listen, yes, I do music for the people. I do music for fun. But at the end of the day, this is what pays my bills. This is my livelihood. Like, what is missing there, bro? Because I'm really trying to understand. Because the corporate will never come to you and be like, yo, Joe, listen, this is what we're going to do. We'll pay you, you know. You know, the other thing that... makes me wonder, you know, this corporate, even the way you're saying these corporates, aren't they people like you and me? Don't you meet them out in the streets? Don't you meet them in the club? Don't you meet them in church? They're your friends. They're your friends, yeah. So, like, let me give you a real life example. I'm an artist, and you work for Equity. And you know the struggles that I'm going through as a musician. You're my friend. You've seen the journey, and now at least you've seen me. I'm better. I'm getting a few shows here and there. I'm getting airplay. what stops you from supporting me? You know me, and you know what I'm about. Because these corporates that you're saying, it's not a robot somewhere.
So they are people. They are people. Friends.
They are friends. Yeah, they will keep saying this corporate. They are people we know.
Yeah.
We've been with you to so many parties.
Yeah.
We meet so many different people.
Yeah.
And these people work in these offices.
Yeah, they work in these corporate offices.
So that's why I even when I was on TV, I said we need to bring back patriotism. If I'm a patriotic person, I'll be like, hey, Martin, you've seen Joe struggling, and you know he's a good person. He's doing this. He's talented. Why can't I say in the next equity advert, you're going to push? You're going to say you're going to put this guy as a face of young people who bank with equity. You pay the guy 2M. That's pocket change to equity. You don't know how much you've changed that guy's life.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
You get a betting company. Yeah, you get someone like Nonini. Nonini likes to bet. You come and tell Nonini, you are an ardent. All his fans know he's a gambler. Tell him, Nonini, we are a betting company. Last year we made 50 billion from betting. We want you to be an ambassador for 6 months. Appear on billboards, one TV. We are going to give you 3 million.
Amount of money.
We're going to give you 3 million. Yeah. That is how corporates can change people's lives.
So right now, I think the point that I'm getting is our country is just about being selfish. Like,
exactly.
What am I getting?
Exactly.
Me? And not that, how am I going to help you? Because I understand this more. And how can we all make sure, like, you do well for my product.
Exactly.
I do well for your brand.
Exactly. And you're not giving me a favor.
Yeah.
You're giving me work based on merit.
Okay.
Like the way King Kaka got the deal with Remy Martin. You know, they looked at him and said, he's this kind of person.
He fits the scripture, like.
Exactly. Yeah. So give him the job.
Okay.
So I expect a company like Shell, like Coop Bank, they have all these products that they have.
Okay.
It is very simple for you to make it for someone.
Yeah.
If it's something like a fashion company, you come up to someone like Sauti Sol. We know them, they're crazy with the fashion. We tell them, listen, we like what you're doing. You represent this new age of artists who can express themselves the way they want. We're going to give you 6 million shillings. You divide among yourselves with your managers and everything.
Yeah.
I think we don't have that goodwill.
I think that's literally
missing.
lacking here.
Yeah.
Because I so much believe, even when Diamond was launching his album here, he got a better deal as compared to what our very own get.
Exactly.
Understand? Because
even shows.
Even with shows.
I don't understand how someone can come from another country and is given 3 million shillings and he's sharing the same stage with a Kenyan.
And your highest pay is getting 500k.
Does that even make sense? That shows you, even you who works in that company, you're not a patriotic person.
Yeah.
You are not, because I don't understand how a Nigerian can come here with songs that don't even make sense. You have someone like Wangeshi, Mayonde, who have better music by far.
Yeah.
And they actually make sense. If it's content you want, they have content. You give Mayonde 100k, you give the Nigerian guy 600k. How is that? That shows what kind of a person you are.
Yeah.
You don't value your fellow Kenyan. If you ask me, if I was working in a corporate company that is sponsoring an event, I would pick the Kenyan 2 times what I'm paying the other artist. If this other artist, let's say Wizkid is coming, for example, let's use the highest, the guy who's now killing music right now. We use Wizkid as the main act. If he's getting 2 million, and make sure the Kenyan artists, if it's Naiboy, Aroboy, or whoever, he's getting 2 million. And that's how you change the game.
Yeah.
Because the next gig, Naiboy will not be given 200,000.
Yeah, he will not get that.
He will not get that.
He will make peanuts.
You see, that's how the corporate world can change the game.
So patriotism has to come before.
Patriotism has to come before.
And that's what we're lacking. That's what I'm getting.
We are lacking that in so many. Even like when I post songs, guys are like, but there's this bad song. Why can't you appreciate?
Why don't you focus on the good? Yeah,
you've seen that.
And honestly, I'm like, that's foul. Because even in America, there are just those songs where people just act crazy. They're in the hood.
Trap music. They're having fun.
Yeah,
that's their life.
But
that's their life, you know. And that's where I was really sensitizing people, like, we need to be patriotic. It's not even about the Kenyan music. I think we don't like our own products.
It's about me as a Kenyan.
It's about me, exactly.
Yeah.
And I use this example all the time of Americans. Americans are the most patriotic people in the world.
Yeah.
They push their own agenda. Look at basketball.
Yeah, man.
Basketball is theirs. Like, no one, they don't go outside the country unless it's during the Olympics to play basketball. They'll never go anywhere.
Yeah.
American football, they never go anywhere.
They just
baseball, everything.
Yeah,
everything is theirs. It's just packaged
so proud
to be.
Of their own.
They're so proud of their own, and that's what we need to do. We need to be. If you're working in a corporate company and you have a gig for an MC, and your company has money, why would you give someone 100K?
Yet you can give them.
And then you're still asking for a kickback. You're still asking for 20K back.
So the guy goes home with like 80s.
Exactly. And maybe he passes by somewhere, buys a few drinks.
So
he
has to buy clothes.
Exactly. So he has like 40, 50K. You've not changed his life. What he's going to do with that money? He's going to pay rent and he's going to go back to the same way he is.
Yeah.
But you as a corporate, you have the power. You have the money. Give the guy 2 million. Give the guy 1.5 million. And that's how it changes. So now that guy, when he gets the next job,
he knows
excuse
value.
me. He'll go and say,
charge.
I'm Martin. I Stanchat. During the Stanchat marathon, I was the MC, and they gave me 1.5 million. And you can call them.
Yeah.
Like,
and
okay.
This is what I'm bringing at the table.
They'll be like, okay, we don't have 1.5. How about 1.3?
True.
You see?
True. Now we get down. We've already tackled the presenters, the corporate. We get down now to the artists and the fans.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like our artists are really going on wrong? Because of course, there are some fault. There are some faults.
Yeah. I think for the artists, I really feel bad for the Kenyan artists because we don't have a school where you can be taught how to be a professional. In terms of music, because music is a professional and it's a business.
It's a business,
Yeah, that's why we have TV and radio.
Yeah.
They are there because they make money from music.
Yeah. Sponsors come on board. They sponsor these programs.
Exactly. Many artists have asked me personally to be their managers, and I'm always saying no because I think I'd be shortchanging them. A manager is someone who's supposed to be dedicated to you,
brand,
to you, yes. To make sure you're getting interviews, you're getting deals. He or she is with you in studio, monitoring your progress as a musician. So it's someone who's actually holding your hand throughout your journey. Yeah, and that's why I think in Kenya we are at a disadvantage because we don't have many managers. Like now, I feel like I can sing. I start singing. I send the song personally. I try to look for the interview personally. I try to get a deal personally. So I'm busy all the time.
Yeah.
So what happens? I don't have enough time
for your craft.
For your craft.
Yeah.
So now you get somewhere, things just nasambaratika. And also there's some other artists who have a bad attitude. You've done 2-3 songs and you think you've made it. You're famous.
You
go somewhere.
Make a hoodie in that show.
Yeah, you go somewhere. People say hi to you, don't say hi back to them because now
the ego starts comes in.
The ego comes in. Yeah, someone tells you, "I want a picture with you." You're like, "No, You go somewhere, you're just snobbish. You don't want to talk to people,
Because honestly, Joe, I'll tell you, this is the issue that I have with artists in Kenya, and I'll keep you on honey because here we're keeping it authentic. My biggest problem is you find an artist, it personally happened to me, there's this artist who was always on my phone. Bro, put me on. I have this new music. Put me on. So like a day, like for me, at the end of the day, I'm like, yes, your music is good. You're Kenyan. And I got you. I have the platform at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I was hired for that, and I do that, and then it gets to a point where now you become this big, and then this particular artist we even met at, we share the same stage where I was emceeing, bro. You understand? And there's just that kind of vibe that he gave me. You understand? Like, come on.
Yeah,
I don't need you no more. I don't need you no more. You understand? You see, that's the thing. And also, like, at the end of the day, we're human.
Yeah.
Bro, I will carry that to my heart. You understand? The catch feeling. I'll carry that. I'll be like, Joe, I helped him, and now he's the one who's getting on stage, and even how he says hi to me, it's like,
condescending.
Yeah, so with that, we call that burning bridges.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And trust me, it's a thing. It's like a curse with Kenyan artists.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm throwing shade. I'm saying the truth. Once you pop, you forget the people, not even where you came from. You forget the people who put you who helped you to get there.
Yeah. It's there. It happens actually in the whole world. I wish I could actually just say it's Kenyan artists. Yeah. We've seen people like Kanye, they've blown up. People like Beyonce, people like Mariah Carey. She has to go with 40 people.
Yeah,
you know.
And you don't even remember the guys who helped you get there where you are.
So I think that is more of who you are as a person than as an artist. Because you can be a good musician, but your people's skills are bad. You could be a good musician and you don't know how to carry yourself as an artist because you're a brand. Because once you've made it, you become a brand, basically. And that's why when someone approaches you to do a deal with you, they're approaching you as a brand. So I think also artists need to work on their egos, some of them. Not all of them are bad.
Yeah, no.
Not all of them
I think
are
the
bad.
problem is most people are doing is that they're generalizing it. Because I've seen the feedback that you get on social media.
Exactly,
when you talk
someone
about
has
music.
a bad experience and they
so you
make it look
like Nikila Msanii.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate it happens, but if you're an artist, I mean, why would you do that? I mean, you need people who helped you get there to keep helping you get there because most likely they're still on the same platform. They're still in the same radio station, TV station. If I was an artist, I would put radio presenters, DJs, and influencers in my pocket. Not in financially, but as friends. You know, we relate as friends. Don't make it look like, oh, you know, you're a radio presenter, I'm a star. Because you need each other. Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's different channels to, you know, elevate you to
exactly. And you know,
see your vision.
And let me tell you, you see someone like Calligraph, why I keep using his example, because we started with him the whole journey. From when no one wanted to play him to when people are playing him. We still talk. We are friends.
Yeah.
Same thing with Rabbit. We are friends. It's not that now I've made it, now we can't talk, you know.
And it's crazy.
Exactly.
You go there, bro, you just hear Ugandan music and, you know, yes, they throw in a few of Nigerian music, a few of, you know, East African music, but they're so concentrated on their own.
And you see, for a country like Nigeria, it's the best example to use on how building your own builds everyone. They did a blackout on foreign content.
Like as a whole,
yes, TV and radio. Yeah. They said from today, we are not going to fuck with anyone else. We are fucking with ourselves.
Yeah.
Niger guys were told, make movies, whether they are bad or good. We are going to put them on TV.
Yeah.
Make music, whether it's good or bad. We are going to play them. So what happens when you do that? When you flood the market with good and bad, the market starts to shape.
And then people see the value.
So now, if you're doing a bad song, and I'm doing a bad song, you're doing a good song, your good song is getting more airplay.
Yeah. But it's still the same people.
You see?
Same.
So now this guy, he gets jealous.
Yeah.
It's like, why is Martin's song playing?
Up my game.
He ups his game. You're still upping your game.
Yeah.
So this whole market, it's virtually growing.
Yeah.
Same thing with their movies. They started doing horrible movies with one camera.
Yeah.
Now they're doing movies.
Now they're on Netflix, man. I'm just seeing they're getting like $4 million.
So can you imagine now we wake up one day. I'm not saying we have to, right now you cannot do that because people have different avenues of getting music.
It's social media.
Social media, Apple Music, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But that's why I keep fighting radio. People forget, in Kenya, 75% of the people are poor. That is the biggest...
They cannot even afford TV, bro.
They cannot... So what they do...
It's just radio.
It's just radio.
Yeah.
And that is why vernacular artists are so rich. And gospel musicians. If right now you put on a gospel program, kama ile akina Saizet or DJ Mo, they play 95% Kenyan.
Bro, they play Kenyan, man. Like, I watched their show.
Like, I think you watch like one white song.
Like, it's a very, like, you can even count the episodes where you get to see content from outside Kenya.
Exactly.
True, man. That's true.
And that is why in this fight for Kenyan music, you've not seen very many gospel, and vernacular
And
guys.
they're
Not making
good.
noise.
Yeah.
Because, like, I give you an example. If I'm doing Benga and or Luya songs, they're being played on Mulembe FM the whole day.
Yeah.
The whole night.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
365 days in a year.
You have a platform, you have a channel.
So, yes, I have it. So I cannot complain about playing Kenyan music because they're actually playing my music. And I'm a Kenyan.
And that's why even you're seeing like so many secular artists are jumping into gospel.
Yeah, because you actually get a chance and your content is put out there and then the fans decide if you
Which
can
one
make
is
it.
top now? They have a selective jar.
Exactly.
Same Kenya, but you pick the best.
So that's this fight, we've brought it for the urban artists because, Martin, one day you'll have a child.
Yeah.
You don't want your child to be singing Wizkid's song.
Yeah.
How?
I'm an alipo 100K.
How? Why?
Nah, it doesn't
Because
make
think
sense,
about
man.
it. Us guys are very lucky because when we grew up, our cousins, our parents were playing Kenyan music.
Yeah, man.
That is why when you play Isa,
That's
when you
the
play
Kina
Nameless,
Isla,
when you play
yeah,
Ogo,
Isa, yeah.
everybody sings word for word for word. Why?
Where did we go wrong?
We didn't even have phones.
Where did we go wrong?
We went wrong.
Because Kenya used to be, I remember when Resani used to mentor Chameleon. I remember when Ogopa DJs, if your video wasn't shot by Ogopa DJs, bro, you were nothing.
Kalamashaka performed in Nigeria.
Kalamashaka performed in Nigeria, man. I remember when Waire will do collabs with like in a Banky, and it's a remix of Waire's song.
Yeah.
Banky's like, bro, can I jump in?
Exactly.
Where did we wrong? Where did we go wrong, bro?
The Nigerians studied us, how we do our music, and then they went and perfected it.
Okay.
And they made their content so good, and they brought it back to us. Us guys, the guys who were doing music back then, they did not mentor anyone.
So the guys who were on top, they did not bring
they
the
made their
guys
money.
up. They made their money.
And actually, let me tell you, that time they were being paid well.
As compared to now.
As compared to now. Like, those times, Akina Isa, Akina Nameless used to get like 300K per show.
Wow.
If you were to take that money, take that to
evaluate
the value,
it right now,
it's be like $1 million
that
plus.
would be like $1 million plus per gig, man.
They used to get
back in 2000, man.
They used to get crazy money because the corporates understood that these are the biggest guys in the country. You put Keys, you put Capital, you put Metro FM, all of them. City Hot 96, they're all playing Kenyan music. And that's how these guys became stars. That's why Nameless became so big. Red Sun had his album launch. Brick and Lace were opening for him.
They were opening for the guy, yeah.
And that time Brick and Lace they were big.
Popping, they were at their prime.
That is what that shows you. If everybody's patriotic, the corporates, they pay top dollar for that.
Nice one.
The artists, we used to buy CDs. Do you remember the Ogopa CDs? The
tapes, because compilation
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
we used to buy those.
Yeah, we used to buy.
songs.
I bought Nimefika by Isa.
Exactly. Presenters used to play that.
Yeah.
The DJ, you go to the club, you only hear like 20 international songs. The rest,
Kenyan
from
music.
K-Raps to Habib Namanga, Isa, Nameless, Wahoo, Kalamashaka, Nikki, they had artists like crazy on their playlist. And that's why they became big. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Yeah. We need to bring back that patriotism. Yeah. We need to challenge everybody. Matatus, don't play Nigerian music.
Play Kenyan.
Don't feed people Nigerian music. Supermarkets, when guys are shopping, elevators, malls, banks. That is how Nigeria beat us.
Yeah.
They took a step and said, you know what? You're going to do this. And all these other artists were at the top. They got so comfortable. They were making crazy money at that point in time. They made their money. I don't know if they were scared or they were jealous. No one did this to another person and said, here's my hand. Let me guide you into this music business. Because you've been there. Someone like Dr. Dre, you cannot even hate on him. He brought up NWA.
Bro, NWA.
He brought up Snoop Dogg. He brought Dog Pound. He brought Eminem. He brought 50 Cent. He brought Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, man, yeah.
And all those. Do you know why they became big? Because Dr. Dre was there. When Eminem even says it, no one wanted to play my music.
No one used to,
They're wondering, what is this white guy?
Yeah.
Dr. Dre said, you Africans, shut the hell up. I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Listen to this guy. Everybody says Eminem is the best rapper now.
And everyone like bow down to him.
Eminem was like, thank you for the support. I'm bringing you 50 Cent. He's 50 Cent.
generational wealth, and I feel like
Exactly.
we have to do that because we lack patriotism, and I like how you've highlighted it. It doesn't matter the quality, it's all about be patriotic. He's Kenyan, she's Kenyan, let's play their music, let's correct them after.
And let me tell you, the way when you have bad things and good things, eventually the bad rises and the good disappears. Like you've been seeing these young guys making these weird songs.
Yeah.
Matako, nini, nini.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to remember that's their surrounding.
And I think that's
We're forgetting. We are judging them because we're on this side of town.
Because we're seeing things from our own specs.
From our own specs.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that, man.
these guys, that's how they're growing up.
And they get numbers, bro.
Yeah. If you think about it, Nonini's Wekamu, that was the Lambalolo.
That was the Lambalolo. Actually, true. That was the Lambalolo
then.
Because it was so.
Yeah, it was controversial.
We couldn't even listen to it or watch it.
You know, we used to wonder who the hell has the guts to. But he broke barriers. He brought us Juakali. He brought us P-Unit.
And it's true, bro. Every generation always
you
has
need to do that.
Style.
You cannot be in the industry for 20 years.
Yeah.
And you never even helped one person.
Yeah, that's really wrong. And also
if all these guys were big back then, Kalamashaka brought us Uko Fulani. Uko Fulani had like 20 different artists. You had to choose from, if you wanted Zaka, if you wanted Kama, whoever you wanted. There were so many people there. Kitusua.
Yeah.
Now imagine now after Akina Kitusua, if they brought us another
bunch.
And
that bunch brought
another bunch. You know, that's how music grows.
Yeah.
Because you'll never be a star forever.
Wow.
You have a
shelf life, man. Music has a shelf life, so you have to elevate.
You have to make sure you bring in the next person.
You know, one thing I always say, Joe, is I always tell people, look at Jay-Z. And I think the biggest fear that we have in this country is that if I make you number one, what will I be?
Yeah.
What most people don't understand is if I make you number one, I'll still make money.
Exactly.
Because you'll be under me. I will sign
you.
I'll take my 20%.
Exactly. That's what people don't understand.
That's what people don't understand with the generation of wealth, how it trickles down.
The thing is, I think Kenyan musicians, as I told you earlier, we need to look at the business side of music. People don't look at the business side of music. People want to be celebrities only. That's not enough.
They want to pay bills.
You want to be a celebrity, you get a gig, you get your 100K, and no, we need to create money where you're buying cars, you're buying houses through your, which is so easy. But I think due to the challenges we've talked about, it has not happened. But I think if you're a young new artist right now, you have seen what the industry has gone through. You are better informed. You're better informed.
At least you've seen people who you can learn from.
Exactly.
Don't do the same mistakes.
Don't make the same mistakes these guys have made.
Yeah.
And that is how revolutions start and industries change.
Yeah.
In 5 years, if we keep this momentum here, in 5 years, you can sign an artist by yourself.
True, man. And
you make money from the artist. You invest, let's say 200K, and then the guy sells the song. Yesterday we were having a very heated conversation at 1824 with some presenters and now music fans. I told them, if you have money, you need to get into music.
Yeah.
Because once Kenyan music starts making money,
that's it.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
In Kenya right now, half the population is young guys. We are 20 million young people. Imagine, Kimathi, you've done a song. Your song is hot. Your song, let's use Dundai. Your song is Dundai. You tell all these 20 million Kenyans.
Even have half of that number, 10
No,
million.
we're going to use 20 million.
Yeah, let's use 10 million.
You tell these 20 million Kenyans, buy my song, it's 20 bob. How much is that?
Oh my God, you walk home.
That's 400 million.
400
Clean.
Clean, a good
400 million.
You pay Mr.
No
Kiare,
corruption, no nothing.
His dues.
No nothing.
Bro, you walk home with substantive amount of money.
And when Kimathi gets 400 million, what does he do?
What do I
do? He buys a house.
Yeah.
He gets a manager, a better manager.
I pay the manager.
He makes a studio.
Job,
exactly.
You know.
You get a publicist. So you're creating employment at the same time.
Which is a big thing here. We don't have employment.
We don't have employment.
And only talent and our art and craft is what can, put us up there, man.
And that's, I want people who have money to think about music, because if we keep this spirit up and Kenyan music starts changing and it's played everywhere, we're going to have stars who are going to break out. Like you say, Kamula had the chance to change Kenyan music forever.
Wizkid will look for Kamula for a collab, man.
they had the chance, but due to their own personal differences, and now all of them are doing music again, individually. Does that even make sense? They were working so well. Africa was fucking with Camp Mula like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Calligraph went to Niger the other day. The radio presenter told him, the last song I remember from Kenya was Kamula.
Kamula was big, man.
How many years was that?
Bro, Wizkid, and I'm saying this, Wizkid looked for Kamula for a collab.
A Nigerian presenter said the last big song I remember.
Wow, it's really sad.
That shows you how much patriotism is important.
Yeah.
Forget about the playing Kenyan music. It's very important. Because once we bought into Kamula, when we bought into them, they were able now to go. They used to do interviews in Malawi.
Bro, Kamula.
Sijui where.
They were BET nomination, the first ever in East Africa.
What is that?
To get a BET nomination was Kamula.
Because they were accepted. When they came out, guys were like, who are these kids? This is a nice... Are these Kenyans?
Yeah.
This is a nice new sound, nice flow, simple lyrics, you know, people can relate to. And that's how they spread into Africa. Same way, right now, the other countries will notice. Like you saw Harmonize doing...
I saw him
doing
to some
DNA's song,
DNA,
Banjuka.
Yeah.
But I think he's just making fun of us.
It's PR, I think it's PR.
Just making fun of us.
Maybe it's PR, or maybe it's genuinely living the vibe, but I hope so. I hope he...
Because we are talking about it. Nigerian TV, they were talking about
it
Kenyan
has
music.
become a Pan-African discussion.
Yes.
2019 looks brighter.
I want to believe so, because this is the first time even the fans are in this. The other times when we're discussing Kenyan music, we have always forgotten the biggest and most important part of music, the fans.
The fans. They are the people. They're
the ones who get you the money. They're the ones who get you the shows. Forget about radio and DJs.
The people.
It's the people. Now the music, we are giving the people the music, and they're saying, we like this music, and we want this music to be played everywhere. And that is what is making a huge difference.
Nice one. Let's be patriotic. Let's buy Kenyan. And before we wrap up, you know, this was a very, delicate subject that I felt like we need to address, because I really wanted to understand from all stakeholders, from the corporate to the artists to the fans to the media. And I think we've tackled that. Now we go back to Joe Muchiri. Most people know you through social media. Who's Joe Muchiri off social media?
You'll never know.
Who's Joe Muchiri? Like on a random day. On a random day, who's Joe Muchiri?
I'm so weird. Like in my car, I listen to 3 types of music. Soul, I love soul. Hip hop and Kenyan. It is so weird. Like people wonder, like when you get into my car, you listen to soul, like, or even mellow music, or even rock. People like, but I like that kind of music also.
Yeah.
I'm a very boring person. I'm very boring because I watch TV. I love TV.
Yeah.
And I eat. That's it.
You love football?
And I love football. So on a Saturday, I'll watch football from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm just there dazed. Like, so you expect me to be doing flip-flops, being crazy. Yeah. But my downtime is actually downtime. Like your time is
my time.
It's my time.
Muchiri time,
it's
man.
my time, my only time. So don't expect anything fancy or exciting to be happening. Like now when I go home, I'll go watch Madam President. I've been watching that series. I love it. I love politics.
Is it dope? I
love politics.
So you're a big fan of Designated Survivor?
Yes, I've watched all of them.
Is it like the same?
House of Cards,
Madam President?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that once I get home, man.
I'm a guy of... I just like chilling when I'm my own. So, but now when you meet me in the club, I'm a bit crazy, you know. Put alcohol in your mouth.
But honestly, you're a cool guy, man. Like, you're a cool guy because the thing that I like about you is that what you see is what you get. You know the kind of guy to fake. Like right now, bro, you've been getting a lot of backlash. As someone like told you like have you been threatened? Like has someone even like approached to be like, yo, Buddha, nini?
Funny thing is, people they can talk shit on social media.
The worst.
But in person, it's very hard.
What's the worst backlash you've got from the whole play Kenyan music KE thing?
Mostly presenters.
Yeah.
Some are saying I'm snitching. Some are saying that I'm making them look bad.
Yeah.
DJs we've been fighting for long. That one
It's been an ongoing fight.
It's been for 4 years. We've been fighting with them. They've abused me. They've kicked me out of groups. Yeah. But now they're understanding my point of view.
Yeah.
I think even I was not expressing myself in a better way. I think I was just angry.
Yeah.
You know, when you're angry and you
Emotions,
say something,
they play part.
So someone is not receptive, but now I'm calm. We're discussing this, and they're seeing my point of view. And I even tell them, think about it. If we had 20 artists who are millionaires, they all need DJs.
Yeah.
You'll stop DJing in the club.
You need private.
You'll stop going to get gigs for 30K, 40K. Yeah. You'll be hired.
You'll be flying, man. You'll be if this guy's going on tour on the US.
Yeah,
bro.
You get a full job like every month, whether you DJ or not.
You even get a job of a brand that you've created to that particular artist, man. Like you become self-entitled.
And exactly. And then you know what happens when the DJ makes money? You become like DJ Khaled, Diplo. You start venturing into other things. You get and this is what I want people to see. The business side of music. You can and I even told them you cannot play music in the clubs until you're 50. You need a retirement plan.
You need a retirement plan, yeah. True, man.
Fine, you'll be getting gigs, you're getting 30K, 40K, 50K, a corporate gig, 100K. But how many of those will you do? Because remember, at the same time, you're still living. You still have bills, you have a family.
You have
exactly.
Louise, you have
your
wife.
People up country, they want school fees. So even the money you're getting, it's going.
Yeah.
But think about it. If someone like Calligraph blows up and becomes like big, like he gets signed, let's say Dr. Dre signs him. He says, this guy, if I work with him, 2 albums,
I know.
Catching, boom, money. Yeah? What happens? Calligraph needs a DJ. He doesn't need to go to a concert and use the concert
needs
DJ.
The same guy.
He needs his own guy.
Yeah.
So now they practice together. The guy learns all his music. He tells him when you're doing a concert,
just knows the sequence, the
sequence of the song.
Oh, the next song that's coming in.
Exactly. So you as a DJ, when you leave the club scene, you give another guy a chance to enter there. Now you've gotten another opportunity. You're making money. Now this guy has become a big DJ. He has big equipment. He has to hire guys to carry the equipment. He needs another second DJ in case of anything. So we are creating, and you're not noticing, but this is employment.
Exactly. It's just
spread of wealth.
Yeah, you just create that wealth. It trickles down from you. Bro, let me tell you, Jay-Z, if he dies right now, he's worth $1.25 billion. You understand me? His kiddos will be good. His kiddos will make sure that money multiplies. Through Jay-Z, we've seen Kanye. We've seen, bro, like, it's the generation of wealth. And I think once we all agree to what you said, it's Kenyan. We're moving forward because, trust me, the government is not going to give us jobs.
Yeah,
and I'll say that on camera.
We've done that. We've voted like idiots, some of us twice. And we have the same problems we had 10 years ago.
So just imagine you guys at home, how entertainment can fill in that gap.
It can.
How big, how enormously can fill in that gap.
It can feel that it can change lives forever.
Like,
I don't think we understand.
We don't understand.
And once we understand the business side of entertainment, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be ridiculous. Because if I'm a big artist and I want a fashion line, I approach someone who does fashion.
Yeah.
I tell you, I see you've been doing this and this.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Sorry.
So good. We good. Continue.
If you're a fashion person, I tell you, listen, Kimathi, this is my brand. Like me, you know me, I like hoodies.
Yeah.
I want Muchiri hoodies.
Yeah.
I want, but unique, not just put it Muchiri. I don't know. You do. You do your thing.
Creative. Yeah.
Be creative.
Yeah.
Surprise me. Yeah. Give me 5 designs. I've given you a job. So now your job is to create merchandise for my brand.
Boom.
Boom.
That's employment already.
That's employment. You will get a designer. You work with a designer. You will get guys to shona the hoodies. You'll get guys to deliver the hoodies. You know that's job employment.
That's job employment. You have
job creation rather,
run that account of your clothing line.
Exactly.
You know, as its own entity. You know, Joe, we can sit here and
talk about this for hours.
every day, but I feel like the most important thing that people need to take home, let's be patriotic. Let's put ourselves first.
Exactly. That's it.
That's it, man. Let's support our own.
Let's go back to the 90s when we were Kenyans like crazy.
Let's go back there.
Yeah.
To any young guy out there, Joe, who has a dream, man. To any young guy who has a dream, to any young guy who's stuck, to any guy who's like, what should I do? What's the parting shot you can tell them?
You know, the beauty with these times that we're living right now is the internet. You can do so much research on your dream. If your dream is to be, we've been talking about musicians, to be a musician. There are actually websites that show you the business side of music. They show you what you need to do once you are, it's not, you know, like Kitambo when like Akina Isa came in, they just did good music.
They didn't even know I think the business aspect of it.
They didn't know. They didn't know the business side of the music. They just did music and they got the merchandise and sold it and got.
And they could be making more.
Yeah, they'll be making more.
If the times were now.
Exactly. But right now, times have changed. If you want to become a musician and an art, a photographer, there are guys who've done it and they've written their story. So you go and Google. We'll use Google because now you can Google anything. If you can even Google how to make an egg, how to play the piano. There's someone who's actually gonna show you how to play the guitar. Someone can actually show you. So it's not as expensive as, and it's not as expensive as such. You just go online, search, I want to be a musician. What are the steps? So you see what you need to do. You need to package yourself in? Do you need to invest in this craft? Do you need to go to music school? Do you need to, maybe you want to be in music, but you don't want to be a singer. You want to be a drummer. You want to be a guitarist. You want to be a piano player. You want to play the cello. You know, internet helps you now know what you need to do. So if you're pursuing it, even to be a chef, there are shows of how to be a chef. You see the challenges they go through, then you're like, so chefs and musicians go through this. Am I the kind of person who's willing to put in the work to go through this to become this kind of chef?
Okay.
So we need to first do research and then build towards your dream. You cannot say you want to be a musician and you're playing basketball half the day.
Yeah, you're lost, bro.
You're lost, bro. You need to align your life towards your dream. If you want to be a musician, go where musicians are. Go hang out with them. Disturb them. You see Ben walking down the street. Tell him, Ben, I'm a fan, but I need you to tell me. You know, Ben is a cool guy. Ben atakwambia ukweli.
Super cool, man.
He's a cool guy. He'll tell you this and this and this and this. You know. So pursue your dream. Go for gigs. See how artists play. It doesn't have to be these big gigs. There are so many gigs in Nairobi. And I
that's why it doesn't have to come Mashinani. We see Calligraph performing in Nyeri, Mombasa.
Just go and see how all these artists do their shows. Watch them on YouTube, like something like this, for example. Just learn. Learn. Take some time. Take like 6 months, and then after 6 months, evaluate: is this dream worth the time, the energy, and the money? Because you need all of that. You need the time, you need the psych, and you need to invest. You cannot say I want to be a musician and you don't go to pay for a song in a studio. You know.
And find purpose in whatever that you want to do.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, if you don't have purpose, man, I feel
always do what your heart wants. Most of the people right now in this country are doing what they are not supposed to do.
Because of bills, man.
Exactly. Not even bills, because of their parents.
Oh, folks, I'm a lawyer. So
if it was up to my dad, I should have been a doctor or an architect or anything. But me, I was a rebel from the day I was born. So I was like, I'm not going to...
But you didn't turn bad. You know,
well, I'm sure wherever he is, he's like...
He's happy. He's like, okay. I respect that.
Bado wana kazi.
Anasema mama zake je wadogo. At least, man.
But ako sawa lakini you can do better, you know. So work, if you are a person who believes in religion, pray about your craft. If you don't believe in religion, work hard towards your craft, because no one else will help you.
No one else will help you.
No one else. People help you once you've made it.
True. You have to make the first step, man.
Yes.
Hakuna msada kushikilia to make the first step, man. Thank you so much, Joe, for coming to.
Thank you for having me.
This has been African Youth Narrative. You know, where we're all about...
I like these conversations. You know? We need to be talking.
We need to be talking. We need to start conversations. You know, and man, the one thing that I'm taking home is let's be patriotic. At the end of the day, we are Kenyans. There's no Nigerian, there's no Tanzanian, there's no South African who will come here and buy our music, or there's no one who will appreciate you more out there if doesn't start here. So man, let's hold our own. Let's keep the conversation going, man. You can tag at Joe Muchiri on Instagram. On Twitter, unapatikana?
Yeah, same. Joe W. Muchiri.
Joe W. Muchiri, man. Link up with Joe. You can hit us up on African Youth Narrative. You can hit me up on Martin Kimadi _ on Instagram. And yeah, I'm more of an Instagram guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, let's keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for watching the first episode. Tell us what you think. Feel free kutupa ile comment yako pale, yani tupatie criticism, constructive criticism if you think we've really discussed something very important. Give us that like and subscribe to the African Youth Narrative channel, man. Thank you so much. This has been our first episode. Joe Muchiri, we're signing out.
Thank you for having me.